Hello, everyone, and here's your Southeast Idaho weather planning briefing for Friday, May 24th. Unfortunately, we're not going to get any breaks really from the precipitation over the Memorial Day weekend, so a lot of our weekends on Memorial Day seem to be wet here in eastern Idaho over the years, and we're certainly going to see one of those coming up this weekend. Satellite shows we do have a pretty large area of low pressure. We actually have multiple lows, multiple storms are going to be impacting our weather, not only through the weekend, but well into next week. Let's go ahead and take a look at how things are going to progress today as storm system number one, the one that was been over us for the past 24 to 48 hours. That storm is actually going to be shifting off to the east, and as that does happen today, we'll see one area of showers and a few thunderstorms hanging over along and east of I-15, maybe a few showers lingering south of Burley. Now, as we go through the morning, another storm's already dropping into Washington and Oregon, and you can see showers and thunderstorms. That's going to increase today as we do warm up with that next low moving in, and we can see some locally brief periods of showers. That could be snow once you get above 6,500 to 7,000 feet this morning. Those snow levels quickly jump up to around 8,500 to 9,000 feet this afternoon. So again, some brief bursts of precipitation. We're going to see a little bit of thunder. We might see a little bit of grapple as well with some of these stronger storms. So we go into this evening. Those showers continue to move to the east, but you'll notice we'll see them dying off a bit as we lose some of that afternoon heating, but there'll still be some showers around overnight into Saturday morning. But you'll notice as the next low starts to develop, and that low actually gets absorbed by a third low that's going to drop down to around, I'd say, Vegas by Sunday. But you'll notice the flow turns southerly. More showers and thunderstorms return on Saturday. Again, some locally heavy precipitation. Snow is going to be high with this pattern, jumping up to around above 9,000 feet. But again, some pretty good rain showers with that period of rainfall on Saturday. Going into Sunday, this is a lot different view. It's not as fine in terms of where we're going to see the precipitation, but you'll notice the general pattern. Guess what? More rain on Sunday, especially in the higher elevations, and that continues into Monday. And a lot of this, you'll see an increase in the afternoon and evening as we warm up across the area. And that's on Tuesday, and we really aren't going to see a break in terms of that moisture falling across the area. Let's back this up here real quick. You'll notice as we go into this afternoon, we do have some very light precipitation in the mountains. Some places over in the big holes, maybe down towards the Bear River range, you can see over 1/10 of an inch this morning. And again, this afternoon, we'll see most areas seeing under 1/10. We could see 1/10 to 1/4 inch with some of the heavier showers and thunderstorms moving east across the area. That's this afternoon. And this evening, again, a lot of the heavier precipitation, that 1/10 to maybe 1/4, hangs up around the Island Park area. And we let up overnight. We go into tomorrow afternoon and evening. Southerly flow, some big storm showers and storms again. 1/10 to 1/4 inch is not going to be out of the question with some of the heavier activity. So we go into Saturday night and the Sunday. We'll start to taper off during the morning. We pick up a little bit again in the afternoon. The focus Sunday is going to be up to the north across the area. Now, how's this going to add up over time? Here we go Sunday. We'll go beyond Sunday, Monday. You can see the precipitation just continues to add up across the area. And this is a pretty big, broad estimate of precipitation. Again, we're going to be dealing with a lot of shower activity, so some of this is really going to be spotty, but across the Snake Plain, by next week, we could easily see 1/4 to 1/2 inch in a lot of places, locally higher as well. In the mountains, 1 to 2 inches. Again, this is all over time. It's not falling at once, but eventually it's got to go into the rivers and streams across eastern Idaho, and that's going to see those water levels coming up across the region. Speaking of where we are with our rivers and streams and reservoirs, here's a map with all of our river gauges and stream gauges. The ones in the grays and the greens, nothing really going on with those. That doesn't mean it's a safe deal with these waterways. They're going to be running high and fast, and with it being cold water temperatures, cold air temperatures, you certainly don't want to get a situation where you're going to fall in. You're going to get really cold really quick. The only real concern we have coming up in the next few days is still Around Antelope Creek, we're seeing some very minor impacts with the gauge there as well in that particular area as you head down past south and west of Highway 93 towards the Grouse area. So again, no major impacts there expected. We'll head up to the Haley area. We're still going to basically be staying in that action stage. And what does that mean for you guys? That basically will tell you that we're going to have that flooding right across the lower elevations, right along the river there, where the floods here a couple of years ago did a pretty good change to the channel across the area. Now, let's take a look at the forecast for today. Temperatures climbing a little bit more today. We're going to see some places flirting with 64 this afternoon, which for a lot of folks is a good thing. It's been pretty chilly. Warming up another 2 to 5 degrees tomorrow across the area. It's going to be cold at night still, especially in the high country. We're talking 20s once you get into the higher peaks and ranges. Highs in those areas still only in the 40s, and it's going to be breezy the next couple of afternoons. So if you're heading into the high country, take a jacket with you. Take a coat. That way you're not going to be worried. Sitting up there, it's 50 degrees, blowing 20 miles an hour. It's going to feel quite a bit chilly across those areas, a little bit chillier at least in those areas. By Sunday and Monday, or at least Sunday, we're going to be pushing some 70-degree temperatures in the lower elevations. On Memorial Day, we drop back a little bit, a little more cloud cover and shower activity. And beyond that, temperatures stay pretty close to that until we get to the end of the week, maybe warming back up to near 70 by that particular time. If you have any questions, please give us a call. Otherwise, have a great day, have a great Memorial Day weekend, and stay safe out there.